DIY, do it yourself at home camping or survival knife sheath. It's got good retention, one belt hook, cord, just PVC pipe, and basically that's it. पूरा पैंट आना चाहिए, ठीक है? बेरोजगार आदमी कभी कभी तो तैयार होता है. So today we are going to show you the making of this thing. This is do it yourself. अपने आप बनाया है PVC pipe से. आपने knife sheath बनाया है, survival camping, not for self defense, not for carrying around. It is illegal. You are not supposed to be carrying weapons in India. और अगर आप सोच रहे हैं ये बंदर आज धोती में क्यों नहीं है, वैसे पैंट ढूंढने में थोड़ा टाइम लगा क्योंकि us unemployed people, we are a special breed. We wear exotic clothes, exotic and exquisite clothing item called as kacha, जिसका नाड़ा भी गीला होता है. I will be showing you how this whole thing was made. Whole thing तो ऐसे बोल रहे हैं, कोई rocket science नहीं है. PVC pipe है, उसको थोड़ा सा टच अप दिया है और थोड़ा सा पिचकाया है. That's it. I will be showing you the whole process. But before that, instead of doing this in the end, I will show you the end product. And if you think it looks a little ugly, I wanted it to be kind of rough and have that leather and tape look. So I liked it like that. And it also helps with some more retention. It makes it a little more tight. Otherwise, you think it might come off. So I'll just quickly explain the features first. This is nada, जो हमारे कच्चे से हमने निकाला. Very simple. This is not a shoelace. This is the thing that comes with your trousers. What is nada in English? Underwear upholder. Now you have a little belt clip. I wouldn't call it a belt clip because it doesn't have that good of a retention. It's not supposed to be like a clip with 5 hooks and nuts and bolts. This is not like a gun holster. It will not become, because we are doing something low cost, low budget, almost free of cost. Most of the things I had at home. So because we are doing it like that, we'll have to make some sacrifices and some quality might come down. So you can't rely on just the retention of the thing. You can't rely on just this thing. So you need this. What I mean is, we are explaining the features, right? Again, quick reminder, we are not telling you to do this and then carry it in your pants. This is something illegal in our country. You are not supposed to be carrying weapons like this. This is not for that purpose. This is for camping, outdoor, survival, that kind of a purpose. And what is the concept behind? Why do you want this? So that the blade is not just like this in your pocket and will cut all kinds of things. So that is why you need it to be safe. And that's it. As a weapon, I generally don't believe these small, even if it is knife, here is something controversial. Even if it is a knife, even if it is something pointy, if it is small like this, I don't think it's ideal for self-defense. Even if it is something very big and heavy, even then I don't think this is ideal for self-defense. I'll leave it at that. And if you want to know what I mean by all this, because most people are not interested, and that's why I don't say all these things. But there are other alternatives to self-defense. There are other alternatives for EDC, everyday carry, that kind of improvised weapons. I practice some of this stuff, obviously not the best person on internet regarding this, but I do carry some of those things, improvised self-defense weapons and other things. If you want to know what are my opinion and these things on that kind of a subject, let me know in the comment section and we'll make a video about that. Now ideally you wouldn't want this piece to come all the way here. It is almost covering half the handle because we are kind of sacrificing with the quality, so it won't have that much retention. It's not purpose built for this. This is a PVC pipe. It was meant to be somewhere in the toilet, right? This is not meant to be over here. Moreover, the handle itself, because this is a kitchen knife, not the regular kitchen knife, but in rural areas you will have this for cutting fish and that kind of stuff, because this is not good for cutting vegetables. It's not that good. That kind of work it does better. There's some kind of difference. You won't have that, this kind of a structure like a hand saw would have for cutting vegetables and carrot and something like that. So this is that kind of a knife, very cheap, almost free of cost. You will get something like this at home. and this is not meant for that kind of survival, camping, self-defense. It's self-defense anyway. You're not going to be carrying weapons like this in our country, while legally, in according to the Arms Act, if I am not wrong, you can carry knife, but it should not be more than 6 inches in total length and 1 inch in width. But even if you are, if I am not wrong, I might be wrong, that even might have changed. But even if you are carrying a smaller knife, good luck explaining to the police what you were doing with it, right? And how you are a good citizen and you want preparedness, and they will prepare you nicely. Because the handle is like this, it doesn't have any kind of design, it will be hard for this plastic piece to hold on to it. That is why I relied on more piece so that it can grip on and rely on friction, right? So that is the feature. That is why this is made to be more long than what you would ideally want. More than that, why did I make this leather? And this leather, do not worry, I don't even know this is real leather or not. हमारी पुरानी CT100 की जो बाइक थी, बाइक का सीट को बिल्ली ने फाड़ दिया था, तो वो हमने फाड़ के कचरे में डाला हुआ था, तो मैं अगले दिन कचरे में उतरा और वो पीस को हमने निकाल लिया. This is an old seat cover, that's all. And why did I go for this is because I wanted to put this in. You could have used some Fevikwik or some bonding thing for PVC pipe, but I didn't rely on that. I used that plus taping and this thing, so that it got this leather look also, and it can help retain this thing also. But this is not enough. This is not loop on your belt. This is not meant for that kind of outside carry, but this is also not meant for very comfortable concealed carry. So what I mean over here is, this can easily go on your belt or inside your pant. Now because this itself is not enough to retain it, you will need this extra thing so that you can put it around your belt or something, and because this has got enough space, you can innovate, you can go back, put it in the back pocket, something like that. Otherwise the whole thing might come out, because that's how safe we made this, right? And that's about it. Now let's look at what all we needed. Mainly the PVC pipe, and the rest is just there to make the product better. Now this is something to protect your hand. You don't need your hand, it's okay. Something like a Fevikwik or some star bond, again optional. This is not for the sheath, this is for the belt clip that you will be making, again optional. Now this is not optional, this is your main character. This is a PVC pipe like about 2 inches from inside. I wanted a bigger one so that the knife can go inside. Now some sandpaper, this is also optional, you can use your teeth. No, just kidding. So, and you know what this is? This is an underwear. And you know what this is a gas stove. And these two plank of wood, all right, wood होना चाहिए, एकदम proper wood होनी चाहिए, शीशम की लकड़ी होनी चाहिए, right? Just kidding. Basically we're going to heat up the pipe and make it flat. Now I would suggest you go for something like this. You will need some 2 pieces of wood, and then you will need some kind of a foam also. This is optional, you can do it by hand, but this will make it very proper. You can press the hot piece of pipe in between this, and it can be like evenly flat, and it will be nice. You don't have to go for this good quality. That's it. You need a person to do it. You can go for regular mat also, you can go for regular sponge or something. And you need hello, smile. Before starting, we'll also cover the blade of the knife using insulation tape I am using. So one layer would be enough. This is to protect the blade when it is inside, and also to leave some gap for it to breathe. You don't want your blade very tight inside that sheath. And this is what we are talking about. The next step, nothing, basically घर की पुरानी कढ़ाई है, थोड़ा सा अपने हाथ को बचाने के लिए एक छोटा सा डंडी है, अपना पाइप उसमें डाला है, पुराना अखबार, नथिंग वर्थ मेंशनिंग. इसमें आपको लगानी तिल्ली, तिल्ली में देनी है आपको आग, और सब कुछ जाए चूल्हे में. एंड नाउ वी विल वेट. और धीमी धीमी आंच पे आपको शोला भड़काना है, जैसे कि किसी महान शायर ने भी कहा था कि फायर ब्रिगेड मंगवा दे तू, अंगारों पर है अरमा, ओ बलमा टू नू 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 नू. देखिए नाक के ऊपर थोड़ा सा गमछा विमछा कुछ बांध लेना, बिकॉज इट इज़ PVC, it is plastic, right? PVC का P stands for Pakistan. I don't know. मुझे क्यों तोड़ा? No, it stands for polyvinyl छोड़ो. चलिए देखिए, इसको हम धीरे धीरे कबाब के जैसे धीमी आंच पे, धीमी आंच नहीं, एकदम तड़कती भड़कती गर्मी हो रही है, एकदम हाई गर्मी, डुडुक डुडुक डुक डुडुक डुडुक, हाई गर्मी, डुडुक डुडुक डुक डुडुक डुडुक. Just imagine, right? And after some time you will see it is getting soft, and keep moving the thing, otherwise एक side से काला हो जाएगा और वो हो जाएगा, क्या हो जाएगा, काला हो जाएगा. That's it. Not that color matters in that kind of a sense. जल जाएगा, पिघल जाएगा, खराब हो जाएगा. So keep moving it, and now you can see it is nice and soft. And once that is ready, आप परोस के खा लीजिए इसको. And this is a better angle, I realized, so I'm doing it again for you, and because you can see it easily. So basically place it on the floor. और वो जो मैट का जो भी आपका टुकड़ा था, ये आप हाथ से या कपड़ों के बीच में लगा के भी कर सकते हैं, बट दिस इज़ अ बेटर सेटअप, राइट? यू हैव टू प्लेस इट इन, place the knife inside this, and notice I am using some protection for my hand and very professionally, right? So that's it, you can see. Again, not very good, because yeah, I think that's enough. You can see what happened. I kind of pressed it to the other end, और उसके बाद उसके ऊपर खड़े हो जाना, उसकी छाती पे एकदम खड़े हो जाना है, और उसकी छाती पे खड़े रहना है for like 5-10 minutes, then it will cool down, right? एकदम उसको ठंडा ठंडा होने के बाद, उसका जब दिमाग ठंडा होगा, आप उसको निकालेंगे, and you will realize, I'll show you from a closer angle what was the placement, because you couldn't see properly. But once I take it out, you will be able to see how I placed it and what it was. So that kind of a folding is actually called a taco fold, or taco, or taco, जो भी बोलते हैं. This is because mostly Americans are doing this kind of stuff. And also the original material used is not PVC, it's Kydex. So that's the kind of usage, because it is a food item. और basically रोटी होती है, रोटी के अंदर सब्जी भर के उसको बीच में से फोल्ड कर दिया जाता है, जो आपको बचपन में माँ बाजा बना के देती थी ना, उसका एक वर्जन है, राइट? इफ़ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग, मैक्सिकन टाइप का फूड आइटम है. So you'll understand what I'm saying. After some time I'll take it out, and that's the kind of folding. Basically the base or the spine of the knife goes against one side of the cylinder interiorly. And that's it. थोड़ी देर के बाद आपने उतरना है चने के झाड़ से, and then slowly, टेंटेडेन, ये बन गया आपका. This is the basic thing. Even this was enough, but this is not convenient to carry around. Let me show you with a better angle. Now looking at this, you might get a better idea of how I placed the knife in the hot cylindrical pipe. I placed it such as, as you can see, the blade of the knife is facing down, and the spine of the knife, the back part is touching one end. So like a roti, like a taco fold, you have folded it, and unlike in the professional way, we have not cut it in one side. It's still a cylinder only, but it is flat. You will not be able to pull it out easily, which is why you would think it is tight. Wait till you actually pull it out somehow, and then remove the tape. If you don't remove the tape, it will feel like I should cut some more, it's too tight. No, it's not tight. Remove the covering you put on the blade, and then it should be almost normal. And now you can see it goes in pretty easily, but there's a kind click. There's a click after that. If that tap you can hear, that's good. And then when I cut out the extra parts and give it a better shape, add some tape and wrap around some more leather, it will only make it more tight, and the retention will be better, but not too much, otherwise it will spoil the blade. And then you can give it some shape in which you want to cut it out, and make sure it is cool, and then you can cut it with whatever is available. Don't do it like this, wear something protective. And while you're at it, also get another piece, same way. This is for the belt loop. Get your belt for reference. अभी क्या करना है, इसका एक साइड को आप नाउ यू कैन यूज समथिंग दैट इज इजीली, नॉट इतना बड़ा पूरा चूल्हा नहीं जलाने की ज़रूरत है, थोड़ा सा गर्म करने से आसान पड़ जाता है. क्या करने में, उसको एक साइड से ओपन करने में. व्हेन यू हैव ओपनड इट लाइक दिस, you can use the same process. And after heating this thing using the same process, take your belt for reference and place it down. And this time I think this is a better angle, you can see it easily. It's just like that. On one end you are going to place it close on one end and leave some space loose for the other, and that's it. Just you know what to do next. Place the other end on top, or whatever you're using some clothes, you're using some other cardboard or whatever. Stand on that and बस थोड़ा सा निकालेंगे और देखेंगे कैसा बना है, टेस्टी बना है कि नहीं बना है, नमक ज़्यादा है, चीनी कम है, ऐसे में आपको पता चल जाएगा. एज यू कैन सी उसका शेप है, एंड आई एम स्टिल वर्किंग ऑन द शेप ऑफ द शीट. Then whatever way you want you can place it, and then you can use some adhesive. This idea did not really work for me, maybe I don't know what I am doing with this. Maybe you can use Fevikwik, but to be sure I added some tape. I went for the taping method. तो और कुछ नहीं, इसके अंदर से आपको टेप लगाना है, and that's it. And then I did not worry a lot because I had an idea. I was going to use this. What is this? As I told you earlier, हमारी पुरानी बाइक के ऊपर बिल्ली चढ़ के उसको आप पंजे के निशान देख पा रहे हैं. हमारा पुराना सीट कवर है. इट्स अ सीट कवर, right? And I'm using that piece to simply wrap around and just leave enough space for the belt loop. And then I'll just do some adjustment and I'll add some tape, and that's it. It will make it a little comfortable, and I just like that black color look, and it's better than just burned PVC, and whatever has that leather texture is better than plastic in the look also, in everything else as well. So this is the end product, kind of. I know you might think you made it look worse, and look is kind of destroyed, but I don't think so. I think I like the rugged leather and tape look. I think it looks better like this, better than the PVC. PVC doesn't have the look, and the leather is having that look. But because of the PVC, we have that Kydex concept, and we can, rely on that thing to retain. Now, if you want, you could have already had a hole somewhere near the handle for putting the cord or putting the nada that we talked about. Now, this is essential if you are looking for something that needs to come out quickly. So, if this is something you want, you should be doing this earlier, or like me, in the end also. But then it will be a little difficult to make the hole. So, what I did was I just used a old screwdriver. I heat the tip up a little bit using the candle, and then just made a hole easily. That's it. और पीछे से आओ. क्राइम पेट्रोल थोड़ी चल रहा है, सावधान रहिए, सतर्क रहिए. So what we are now, because we are not using technology, because we are going for low budget, what will happen is your skill required for doing something with your hands and with low budget, that skill required will go up. And because we are not skilled, you will have to do it maybe 2-3 times. Don't worry, this is my 4th or 5th attempt at doing this for this particular thing, right? And still I am in the process of experimentation of what's best and what's not. But this is certainly good for low quality, I mean low because we don't have that kind of a purpose. It's not supposed to be comfortable. I'm not going to carry it. It's for just keeping the blade safe and something ready for maybe if I have to go outside and use the knife for cutting vegetables, right? If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe and press the bell icon. And you know what happens if you don't? Okay, very danger.
I can talk English, I can walk English, I can laugh English. Because English is a very funny language.